Our topic for today is percentages, part 2. Did you know that the discount is like a slice of cake that has been cut from the whole cake? And the markdown price is like a cake with a missing slice? And to get the original cake, we need to take back that cut slice back to that cake with a missing slice. And then we get the whole again. So we are able to calculate the original price. When we calculate the original price, it's like taking back the cut piece of cake back to its original cake. Okay, now in this lesson, we are going to cover the following objectives. Firstly, we are going to express part of a whole as a percentage. We are going to determine the percentage increase, determine the percentage decrease, determine the original value using the given percentage. So this is all what we need to cover by the end of this lesson. The content that we are going to cover today is to express part of a whole as a percentage, to determine the percentage increase or decrease, and to determine the original value. So the knowledge that you've acquired previously that needs to be applied in this lesson is calculating the percentage of a value, increasing a value by a percentage, and decreasing a value by a percentage. These are the three concepts that we need to apply in this section. Okay, so now let us just get practice of what you learned previously, just to recap on what you know. The first question, determine 60% of 1,000. Remember, we said when we're talking about a percentage, we are talking about part of 100. So now a percentage can be expressed as a fraction. So for us to determine 60% of 1,000, the first thing is to express this 60% as a fraction. Let us express it then. Then we will have 60 divided by 100, and we multiply this by 10,000. So can we press the calculator together and get the answer together? 60 divided by 100, we multiply by 10,000. So 60% will then be 6,000. Or actually, I don't need a rent because the question was not given in rents. Let me erase this rents quickly. It's just 6,000. So remember, do not round off the answer if your answer is in decimal form, because that will affect the accuracy. But like enough with this one, it's a whole number again. Let us take the second example. The price of a bread has increased by 5%. Determine the new price if the original price, remember the original price is the price before the increase, is 17.99 Rand. So to increase, remember we said we are going to add this 5% to 100% because the original price is 100%. We will then have 5% plus 100%, which equals to 105%. We will therefore calculate 105% of the original price. So now to calculate 105% of the original price, we will then express this 105% as a fraction. Then we will have 105 divided by 100 multiplied by 17.99 Rand. So we can press the calculator together. We'll then have 105 divided by 100 multiplied by 17.99 Rand. So the answer that I'm getting is then 18,889.5. And remember, Because this is South African currency, we need 2 values after a comma. Then I need to round this off to 2 decimal places. And remember the principle for rounding off, we are saying, because we are looking for 2 decimal places, then the third decimal value will then be the one to determine as to whether are we rounding up or are we rounding down. So now the third decimal value is greater than 4, then which is 9, and this will make 8 to be adjusted upwards, and it will become a 9. So now our final answer will then be 18 rand 89. So this is the price after the increase. Okay, let us take the next question. The price of petrol was increased by 6% in June. Determine the cost of 32 liters of petrol after the increase if the cost rate was 23 rand 99 per liter. This was a challenged question. So for the previous lesson, let us continue solving this. Remember now, it is increased by 6%. We must first increase this amount by 6%. So now we are going to say 6% plus 100%. Then I think you know 100 plus 6 will give you 106%. Therefore, we convert 106% to a fraction form, which will be 106 over 100. And then this should be multiplied by the cost rate, which is 23 rand 99. So if it is 23 rand 99, therefore, let us increase this cost rate. We will have 106 divided by 100, and then we multiply this by 23 rand 99. The answer that I'm getting is 25 rand, 4294. Once more, it is South African currency. 9 will determine whether we round up or we round down because we need 2 values after the comma. So because it is greater than 4, therefore 2 will be adjusted upwards. And then the answer I'm getting is 25 rand 43. Therefore, because I need the cost of 32 liters, I will take this cost price and I multiply it by 32. So let us multiply 25 rand 43 by 32. Then the answer that I'm getting is therefore 813 rand 76. I think now, because we have calculated, you now know how to increase the price. We have also recapped on calculating the percentage. We will be able to apply it as we continue with our lesson. Can we go for a short break? I will see you right after the break.